The young lady had her hand.
So I just wanted to add to the conversation on desperation. I've realized that the enemy has a way of making evil things sound good to encourage someone to go along with the desperation. For example, the gender confusion going on, for example, when you have words like gender affirming, like it is something to be affirmed or it's something good, or like affirmative action. They have those positive words that deceive.
The people who believe that the word racism is real, those are desperate people.
Right.
They have believed a lie, and they are desperate to prove that it's true, and they do everything they can. They don't care about hurting other people. They don't care what they say about the vote. And they blame everybody for it because they are desperate. They have believed it to a lie.
Right.
And when you wake up, you realize that wasn't even real. That wasn't true. It's like with a relationship, when you wake up, you realize that person never loved me, and I didn't love them. But in your desperation, you're trying to make it work, and it could not work because it wasn't real. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're trying to make it work. Yeah, that's true. Like it needs to be convinced of its reality.
Yes.
Like it just isn't true. You have to add something to fuel it up. So that deception comes with a lot of positive talk, but really the truth does not need to be hyped, if I may use the word.
And another thing I want you all to stop doing, do what you want. Never, ever, 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 but never, 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 ever, ever, but never. Do what you want. But never, ever, ever, but do what you want. Don't look to another human being to teach you. Not one. If they're not pointing you back to the teacher within, because we do have a teacher within, if they're not pointing you back to the teacher within, you get away from that person. They want to lead you. They want to be your leader. They want to deceive you. Now, practical, if they're teaching you how to build a house or whatever kind of work you're doing, you learn from that, but because otherwise you won't need them for that anyway. But you have a teacher, and don't let the intellect teach you, and don't let a human being teach you. You have a teacher. I promise you, you have a teacher. I'm black and slow, and I know I have a teacher. I love my teacher. And you don't want to grieve your teacher inside by letting somebody else teach you the truth. No one can teach you the truth. I can't teach you the truth. I can point you to it, and there's something inside of you say, oh, that makes sense. That doesn't sound like that old boring Christian religion that gets you nowhere. This ringing a bell inside of me, that's the teacher. The teacher is getting your attention. He let you know that what Jesse just said is true. He will let you know, you will recognize it inside of you, and it makes sense. Like, oh, okay. Now you got it. Never. Don't let anyone teach you the Bible or psychology or whatever they teach. You have a teacher. God does not make us to be alone and not function in this world. We have a teacher. And this teacher is not a feeling. It's not a thought. He's not going to be quoting the Bible. He will give you the truth, but not all quoting the Bible. But he'll give you scriptures when you need it. But it won't be like the Bible kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. But you have a teacher. Isn't that amazing? And most people don't trust the teacher. You literally have a teacher inside of you. And that teacher will teach you all things, all true. He will even, once he clears your mind of all these false illusions about self, he will teach you practical things too. So you can function on the earth. We got to work together as human beings on the earth. I need you to fix my car. or you need me to whatever. We need each other in that way, but that's it. So I see so many hands. I'm gonna go to Alabama. I mean, that's my PR person, and I don't even know his name. Tell me your name again.
Omid.
Omid. That's Omid. But he looked like he's from over there.
I am a little bit from over
Go
there.
ahead.
But okay, so I learned and recognized this idea that you can't save others, and when you see this kind of glimmer of truth in yourself, before you embody it, you want to run and share it with all kinds of other people.
Stop that. But go ahead.
But so thinking back to last week, I was kind of confused by this conversation. Remember we had those two best friends, and then you were kind of teasing one of them, like, is he even your friend? Why didn't you share
the one that was over there here?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
why didn't you even share the silent prayer with them or
Right.
something like that? So I guess that's the confusion that I have. Is it bad to share the silent prayer, or
If you're not in your intellect and you're so ready to teach everybody, God will use you. He will move your tongue. He will make your mouth move. He will cause you to help that person that want it. You will know it. Just because somebody your best friend, they don't necessarily want the truth. So I was trying to tease around with him. But his friends seem to have wanted it. But you will see when they want it. But the moment you learn the truth, right away the ego will tell you, oh, that makes sense. You got to stop hating your mama. Let me go tell everybody. Stop hating your mama. You all that word. Talk about you hate your mama. You all that word. Talk about racism doesn't exist. You get fired because you're in the intellect, and the intellect tells you to teach that. That's not from God.
so
That makes sense?
yeah? So is it fair to say that if I'm not sure, then just be still?
If you're not sure, you better not say anything.
Yeah, thank you.
Do not say anything. And guys and gals, as Hate would say, when you break up with your wives and your girlfriend, don't try to help them. Oh, you need to go forgive your mama. Or listen to Jesse. Don't do that. You leave them right in their hell, and you quietly work on you, because they don't want it. Because as soon as you say, listen to Jesse, the next thing they're going to say to you, you don't know what you're talking about. You just listen to Jesse. They're going to use it against you because they were not ready for the truth. It's your desperation that's trying to get them to accept the truth so you can have them back. You don't even want them to have the truth because you love them. You want them to have it back because you want something from them. Isn't that crazy? But you say, oh, I want them to listen to Jesse because I love them. No, you don't. If you love them, you will leave them in hell. If they don't come to you and ask you about the truth, you leave them in hell. And you see how to work through that situation that you're in, and it will work out well for you because the Father's with you. You can't save that man or that woman, but your ego, your desperation want them. And you play a trick on God to try to make God think you were trying to help him. God know you don't mean that. Oh, do the prayer. They're like, okay, I'll do it. Anybody, don't raise your hand for that. That makes sense about the
Yeah, absolutely.
God. See what y'all don't know about God because you don't trust him? You don't know, just like the devil led you to all the hell, God will lead you in heaven, right here on earth. He will take care of you. He will tell you when to speak and when not to speak. He will tell you when to do and when not to do. He will guide you through your hell and make you free. He loves you, just like Satan hates you. He really will guide you. But you don't trust God, you trust the devil. That's why when the devil makes suggestions for you, you go with him. And then when that doesn't work, the devil says, oh, well, try this one. Marry this woman with 10 kids and she's a good woman. and you marry her. And then it doesn't work out, and the kids hate you. And then the devil said, oh, well, go and get a Christian woman. Some guy called my show, oh, I met a good Christian Bible woman. Should I marry her? I'm like, no. Why are you going to marry a good Christian Bible woman? You marry Satan. Anytime a woman says, I'm a good Christian Bible woman, go the other way. She's going to beat you up with that Bible. And she's not going to obey you. Lord have mercy, time going by.